Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Thursday, 12 p.m. and I've got an impromptu live stream that I want to kickstart. But first of all, I've got to apologize. I was meant to do this one last night, and you know what? I guess I'm human after all. I forgot to put the reminder in my calendar, and unfortunately, I missed it last night, chilling and relaxing. But today, I'm speaking about the 5-step method to help you get more clients and grow your business right now. And in this tutorial, I'm going to take you through some stories and share with you those exact 5 steps of what you can use, especially if you're under £10,000 a month in terms of revenue generated, and what you can do to move your business forward and go to that next level. If this is the first time watching me and you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be notified of any new videos. If you're watching this for the first time on Facebook, hello and welcome. I'm Leon Street, aka Visionary Marketing Coach. Remember, today is all about the 5-step method to get more clients and grow your business right now. So I've got a few things that I want to share on screen with you. And as always, if you have questions, drop them in a comment below this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And I will come to the comments and check those out and respond to you, especially if you've got any specific questions that you want me to cover. And please do drop them below. So let's get into this. First of all, before we go any further, if you are looking to take your business beyond your wildest dreams and you haven't yet already, so therefore the answer is no, you haven't achieved that, then perhaps what you need is a new strategy. And I do run a program called Certainty in Crisis. And if you are in a position where you want a new strategy, you know, whatever you've tried up until now hasn't worked, then join the Certainty in Crisis program. It's an 8-week coaching program for business owners, usually age 35 plus, who have been in business a little while or actually transitioned out of a career, probably perhaps because of recent events in the recession, and you're looking to start up, or you're an established business and you're looking to just take things to the next level and go beyond where you are. Book yourself in for a call. Just go to leonstreet.com/join-CIC. So make sure you do that. Now, I'm going to get into these 5 steps of what I want to talk about in today's live stream. So first of all, I want to talk about proof, because the biggest thing I guess most people come across when they're looking at things online is, and I'm just going to state the fact of what most people see. You see something online, and the first thing that happens psychologically as human beings, do I believe that? Do I trust that? And a lot of people fall into this place of, oh, it's another scam, or it's another internet marketer, or it's another false promise, or another this. And the method that I'm going to share with you today, I'm going to show you a preponderance of proof. And what that simply means is I'm going to show you that actually this isn't bullshit. This is stuff that can help you grow your business. I'm going to explain exactly how and why. So the method I'm about to share with you is called the VORTEX Method, and it's my own unique method that I use, and it's been responsible for dozens of success stories and taught to thousands of business owners, both in live events when we could do those things and we weren't, you know, with this social distancing and all that kind of jazz, and also thousands of people online through webinars and different things that I promote. So I want to share some success stories with you. On the left, you've got Matt S., one of my clients. He generated 100,000 in sales in 5 months in the home improvement niche, and I'm going to explain from step 1 of my 5-step method what I used to do that. I've got Angie. She generated 18,000 in sales during social lockdown in the coaching niche. Raf, he generated 116,000 in sales in 2.5 months. He's a marketing agency niche. And you can see some other screenshots I've shared with you from my clients on the right hand side, from clients getting their first $4,000 sale, or 3,997. Clients getting 10K in 30 days. So if you're generating less than 10,000 a month, 5 figures a month, you know, the 5 steps I'm going to talk about will help you. And then you can see another client who I helped to generate $119,000 in sales in 1 month after launching a client's brand new course. And that was purely running Facebook ads, but using the 5-step method that I'm going to share with you. So the VORTEX method, it was generated with the support of a new marketing methodology. All those results were, it's the only method in the world that can take your business from being unfocused, uncertain, and underperforming, you know, before it's too late, and either you have to close your business or waste a significant amount of money and time trying to turn your business around. That becomes almost impossible to get back. And I'll take you back 5 years ago when I created the VORTEX method. It was very simple. I was in the position where I was starting my business because I transitioned out of another business. I was running a marketing agency and I wanted to change. And I needed something that could get me results fast. And to cut a long story short, what I did was I launched this method kind of just based on some strategies I'd used prior, but I hadn't pulled them all together in the way that I did. And within 23 days, I generated £23,500 running a webinar, running Facebook ads, and closing sales using this method that I'm going to share with you guys. So I call it the VORTEX method because it takes business owners on a whirlwind journey of being able to earn 5K or more every single month. And when I used it for the first time, as I said, I did £23,500 in sales. That's not cash collected though, guys. And I'll be straight up with you. It was sales. Cash collected at the time, I collected something like £11,000 in cash, but not bad for 23 days, especially starting from zero, right? So the biggest result that I've had with this method is one client who generated $1.47 million in 6 months using this method. So I've been using it and refining it for 5 years, as I just mentioned, and I've tested it in my main programs that I run, but just to share with you what niches I've tested this method before I go into the 5 steps: life coaching, home improvement training, leadership coaching, real estate, marketing agencies, personal development, recruitment, and more. Yeah. So if you're thinking, oh, is this 5 steps that Leon's talking about, what he's going to show me, can that work for me? I'm guessing, yeah, it works with most businesses. The only businesses that I haven't tested it with are people who sell on eBay and Amazon, not really for e-commerce, what I teach. But I guess the principles could work, but I've not worked in that niche with any of my clients. So it's a great time for me to share it with you guys. So I don't want to waffle on. I want to show you what the 5 steps are. So if you're following with me, and you can see what's on the screen right now. So this is the VORTEX method. So let me just zoom in a bit more so you can see what's going on here. So step 1 is to identify, and what I call it is, with step 1, it's understanding your psychographic niche. And perhaps you've heard when people talk about you've got to identify your niche, you've got to get clear on your target audience. But how clear are you really on your target audience? And look, I'll let you in on a secret. Most people, when they're trying to identify that audience, they don't understand something called the psychology around their niche. They understand, age, gender, location. And trust me, that's not really going to help you when it comes to marketing, especially when you've got to form and craft an offer and a message. And so for me, I focus on something called your psychographic niche. And in identifying your target audience in this particular way takes your business beyond any other businesses, because you're going into the one place that will influence sales. And, as I say, people buy with emotion and then they confirm with logic. Yeah. And if you're not using psychology, i.e. emotion, in your marketing message and how you identify your niche, this is the first step in how most people fail. Step 2 is create. So your no-brainer, irresistible offer. Most people think they create a product and a service and that's it. No, you have a product and service, but you create the offer to entice people. Step 3 is attract, so your ideal leads. And step 4 is convert your hot prospects. And 5 is lead your clients to success, being an innovator and leader in your niche. So let me share with you those 5 steps. So as I said to you guys, I was talking about one of my clients, Matt. So he's in the home improvement niche, and he came to me with the challenge of, I guess, being frustrated in his business. He had an established business and he wanted to take things to the next level. And what happened was he was attracting tire kickers, time wasters, people who just didn't have the money, didn't want to spend the money. And so what we did is we did an exercise of working on what is your niche. And so we dived into specifically what were the kind of clients that he wanted to work with. And he was like, I want to work with premium, high ticket clients. And so because he was in the home improvement niche, or still is, he was selling kitchens. So he was a traditional business owner selling kitchens, but using online marketing, using traditional marketing. And so what we did is we did the exercise of identifying his psychographic niche. And we went into the psychology of the kind of person who would spend 15,000 plus on a kitchen. So we did the work and he put it into practice. And you can see from the testimonial screenshot that he shared on Facebook was he implemented the advice around the niche and brought in a load of leads and the best part of £100,000 worth of business in 4 to 5 months. Within 5 months, he took that figure to £150,000. But the point is, when you understand your niche from a psychological point of view, i.e. a psychographic niche, you can really create messages that trigger the right kind of person, not time wasters, not tire kickers. And then you'll be in a position to really enjoy working in your business, because you'll be creating profit. You'll be, doing things knowing that you're going to be rewarded and compensated to the value that you really should be. So that's step one in my method, identify, and that was Matt who used that. So step two is create. So this is one of my other clients, Angie. And so create is all about creating the right offer. And you may hear people talk about an irresistible offer, but what you have to actually create is an irresistible no-brainer offer. And that simply means taking it to the next level. Why? Because the market, especially online, like, people are just flooded with offers and different things daily. So you don't want to compete with an irresistible offer or just an average offer, right? You have to have a no-brainer, to the point where the person says, you know what? I don't know why I didn't call you. I've been watching you for weeks, months, or years, or whatever it is. It's like they see and they're like, let me just at least speak to you, because this almost seems too good to be true, but you have enough proof that I need to speak to you. So with Angie, what I helped her to do was create an offer that was, I guess, appropriate for the time that we were in, which is social lockdown. Everybody was home, and she wanted to really just grind out the numbers and make sure she hit her targets. So we created a lower price model. She put that offer out to her audience, sold out her coaching program. She's a life coach, and generated 18,000 in 30 days. Yeah, so an 18K a month. And so, as you see there, she said I had to turn people away, and because she couldn't go back on her word, because she said there was a limited amount of people. But I gave her one tip: open up a second group. Yeah, so you don't have to turn people away, and that's what she did. And then she sold out the next group. So having a no-brainer, irresistible offer and creating that type of offer can take your sales to the next level, even in social lockdown, even in very difficult financial times for people. And by creating an offer, it's being in a position where you can create, as I said, a preponderance of proof. Most people don't understand what that is, but within my VORTEX method, the 5-step method, that's what we tackle in step 2. So what's step 3? Step 3 is about attract. A business dies if it isn't attracting leads. And with Janine, when she came to me, she wasn't attracting leads for her business. She was a hair care consultant, and up until then, she spent tens of thousands of euros on trying to understand how to market with different coaches and so on. And so I gave her the steps that we use in my 5-step social media formula and how she can roll that out online. She ran that online, and within 3 days generated 879 leads, going straight into active campaign database, so a CRM. And here's the thing, guys: if you've been kind of banging your head up against the wall and trying to figure out, how do I attract more leads, how do I take things to the next level, you're probably not too far away, but there's a few steps that you're probably missing. And I'll give you a couple of steps out of the 5-step social media formula that I use with Janine. The first step is, when you create social media posts, you've got to start in the middle of the action, make it juicy, make it enticing, make it to the point like a person is reading or watching your video and they feel like they're watching a Hollywood blockbuster film that has got their full attention. So when you create videos and you create posts, they should really trigger your target audience, your psychographic niche, which we covered in step 1, to the point where they feel like that thing you're talking about or the thing that you're covering will 100% solve the pain that they're experiencing. So people reach out to you and want, whatever it is, or get in touch with you to find out more, so you can generate leads. So let's go into step 4 of the VORTEX method. So step 4 is all about convert. So convert is knowing how to convert people so that they go from being a lead to a prospect to a client, right? So a lot of the times when you're in business, most people, they really want to generate more leads, they want to grow the business, but they haven't either created the perfect, irresistible, no-brainer offer, as I mentioned in step 2, or they don't know how to generate leads. But here's the final step. Let's say you do know how to generate leads and you have this no-brainer, irresistible offer for your product or service or whatever it is that you're selling. How do you convert? A lot of people fall down on this step, which is sales. So as you can see here, this was one of my clients, Nate. And when he implemented all the previous steps that we had in step 1, which is identifying your psychographic niche, step 2, creating a no-brainer, irresistible offer, and step 3, generating the leads. Well, he had the leads, but now was the step where he needed to convert. And you can see, using the method that I have for my type of sales conversations, where you act as the trusted advisor, when you simply lead people on a session of exploratory questions, he was able to close $768,000 in sales in 3 months and 1 week. Yeah. And there's a lot of people I come across regularly. They get the leads, but they don't know how to sell properly. Not in a pushy or sleazy way, but in a way that people actually ask to buy your product or request, how can I join? Can I pay with Visa or MasterCard right now? What's the process? Whereas other people are trying to push and trying to convince people and persuade because they haven't covered the 3 steps prior to the convert stage. And then they don't know how to handle people when they are on the phone and truly do want to buy your product or service, and talk people out of buying. Yeah. So step 4 is about converting and knowing how to sell the right way. So you're probably asking, well, what's step 5 in how to get more clients and grow? Well, step 5 is lead. This is a picture of me handing an award to one of my clients, Pin. And this is my 6-figure award that I award to my clients who've generated 6 figures. And he's also holding in his hands his 6-figure YouTube subscriber award. And working with Pin, was a blessing, because this is a guy who was a traditional business owner, a trainer, a driving instructor who became, a driving instructor trainer. So he would train the drivers who would then train learners, took his business to the next level. And what he was able to do was lead in his industry. And since then, what I've helped him to do is been able, from one of his revenue streams, he's got 3 key revenue streams, which was an online course. We launched this course just over a year ago, and I was able to help him take this course from being a £27 course that perhaps would generate £1,000 a month to generating £116,000 in 12 months exactly, as you can see on the screen. And this is all about leading with the right psychographic niche, which was step 1 of the method. Step 2, having a no-brainer irresistible offer, which is what we created with this course that you see in front of you. This is the dashboard from his e-commerce store where we sell the online course from. Step 3 is then all about being able to generate leads. So this is where you attract people in. And step 4 is all about converting, so getting the sales. And obviously step 5, which is what I'm sharing with you now, is being able to lead. So I've been able to help him go from 1 revenue stream to 3 revenue streams, actually 4, and taking his business to multi 6 figures, with each of those revenue streams. So the point I want to get to here, guys, when you put all of those 5 steps together, you actually create a business that is almost unstoppable, because it can only be stopped by your ability to keep driving it forward. So if you'd love to be in that kind of privileged position of taking your business to the next level, then what I'd advise you to do is look at those 5 areas that I've just shared with you. Now, if you're in a position where you're thinking, you know what, I'd love for that to happen right now, but I'm in this place of I'm not sure, there's uncertain times, people being laid off, I'm not sure if people are buying. What I can tell you is these results are fresh. You can see those results on the screen you're looking at with this particular example. They're from July, and you can see the graph, the trend going upwards. All I can say is that in August, it shot up even more. So if you want to take your business to the next level, now's the time to reach out, guys. So if you'd like to be generating 6 figures, or at the very least hit that 10,000 a month, then reach out to me. Let's have a chat. Let's have a discussion about how I can help you to do that. So here's the invite. Are you ready to no longer have to worry about your next client, where they'll come from? You're ready to, work with clients and customers who pay you what you truly deserve? Are you ready to stop working yourself to death just to make, enough money at the end of the month and not really go to a place where you got profit? And are you willing to act with certainty, knowing your decisions and actions will get you where you want to be? If you've got what it takes and you're ready to take action, guys, I've got a special invite. There's a program that I run called Certainty in Crisis. It's an 8-week coaching program, and it takes you on the first steps to taking your business to that 5-figure a month goal. It's very simple how I enroll people. I don't just accept anybody. So what you need to do is just book in a call. So you go to leonstreet.com/join-CIC. You go there, fill in the application form, select a date and time for us to speak, and then we'll simply have a conversation. I will not push anything, for you to buy. I will simply ask you about what your goals are, where you want to be, and then I'll explain if Certainty in Crisis is a good fit for you. And if it is, you can make the decision as to whether you want to proceed or not. But hopefully from that, guys, you can see that the VORTEX method is something that will help you to go forward in your business. And I guess the final point that I want to say, guys, is if you've got any further questions around the 5 areas that I mentioned in the VORTEX method, remember the 5 areas, then please do reach out to me. Let me know what your questions are. I get a lot of people who reach out and say, I need clients, or I need this, or I need more leads. But The reality is that if you need more leads, if you need more clients, it's not the fact that you just need more leads and clients. It isn't just about turning on social media. It isn't just about posting a video, making a post on social media. Because what will happen is if you don't understand or have the right strategy, you're simply going to produce inferior messaging. You'll have inferior offers. You'll have inferior ways to attract leads. And what that will simply result in is results that are not really worthy of your efforts. And you'll be frustrated. You'll be overwhelmed. You'll be anxious. You'll be sad. You'll be annoyed. You'll be pissed off. All of those things. Why do I know this? Because I've been there, guys. So if you want to fast track your way forward into getting these things, more leads, more clients, reach out to me. And remember, guys, for those of you watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and everybody on Facebook, thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to catching you. I'll be back on Sunday morning, actually, 8:30 a.m., which is Wake Up Business Owners on a Sunday morning with me, Leon Street. Until the next one, guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.